Warm welcome to everyone. Myself Dr. Lokesh MR. Along with me, Professor Amrut is handling these subjects. So in the previous sessions, we have discussed about storage area network. This is the second module we are discussing. In that, we have come across how our storage area network has been configured along with the fiber channel. And then we have discussed about how our storage area networks is merged with the existing infrastructures, and we called as fiber channel IP. Okay, now we are discussing about previous class we have given introduction about how our fiber channel infrastructures is being implemented with the existing Ethernet by the name called fiber channel over the Ethernet. So while we are discussing the topics which I have told, fiber channels and fiber channel over the internet and the fiber channel over the Ethernet, first we need to follow what is the topology has been connected, what is the topology is followed for connections, and what is the data format, how the data format looks like, and its advantages and disadvantages. So last previous session we have given introduction about fiber channel Ethernets, which will provide as infrastructures with consolidating the existing infrastructures. For example, whenever we are connecting our networks with the storage area network, with the storage devices, we connect along with the LAN, okay, and we connect with the different storage area infrastructures, okay, like fiber channel infrastructures like that. So all those things can be converged and consolidated and make it as fiber channel over Ethernet. We call it as fiber channel over Ethernet. So by performing these, we have an advantages. In the previous session we have discussed that we can reduce the cost of the network, since instead of using a fiber channel infrastructures, okay, we need a separate Ethernet cards for individual infrastructures. If we are developing a infrastructures with fiber channel over the Ethernet, it will converge all the hardware components and we can develop a single infrastructures. Okay, so whenever we perform such type of operations, that means converging all the infrastructures and make it as a single enhanced Ethernets. So these Ethernets will needs to adapt of sending the fiber channel frames. Okay, that means here I use a word called fiber channel over the Ethernet. That means fiber channel frames needs to be transferred in the Ethernets. How do we make it? Okay, how do we consolidate it? So this type of consolidation is done at the IO levels. Okay, IO level consolidations we are doing. Okay, we are consolidating the all frames at the IO level, and then we are making the things works. Okay, so making things works means like we are making our storage access to be done by using a host bus machines and IP network resources access. Everything will be done through the network interface card itself. So we are not using any extra devices. The extra devices has been consolidated by a single devices. Let us draw an infrastructures without using the fiber channel over Ethernets. Okay, it looks like this. So we have a array of storages which will be represented in this form. Okay, these array of storage, not only one array of storages we have, there are different types of array of storages. So this is how actually the array of storages will be looks like. These array of storages will in turns will be connecting to the switches, different types of switches, so which will be represented like this, and these switches will be of fiber channel switches. These fiber channel switches in turn will be interconnecting between each other directly or indirectly. Okay, these through the fiber channel, the infrastructure will be connecting to the another switches which is placed in the server side, okay, which is placed in the server side. These also been connected in the form of fiber channel switches. Okay, these switches in turns will be connecting to the servers. Okay, servers. Okay, this is how actually the connections is been established. So we are using connections between the server as well as the storage array infrastructures will looks like this. Okay, whenever we are connecting the servers, these connecting servers has been made virtualized by using something called hypervision. Okay, that is what we have learned. So we call it as virtual machines. Okay, this is one type of infrastructures. If you want to connect these infrastructures with the another infrastructures, we need to connect along with the LAN. Okay, so LAN. So in this LAN will be connecting to the switches. So these switches in turns will be connecting to the other devices by other servers. These switches is being connected to the other servers. These servers in turns will be connecting to the different types of switches like this. Okay, so we have different types of servers with connections between each others. These server will be connecting to different switches like this. Okay, that means one infrastructure will be connecting to the another infrastructures by using a different types of server. Okay, hypervision. Okay, hypervision. If you are making hypervision, the systems can be made virtualized for the different client. This is how actually the infrastructure looks like by connecting. It contains a storage wireless LAN. It contains a wireless LAN is been connecting to the another devices like that. This type of infrastructure needs to be connected. This is a normal. This is without. This is the infrastructures without fiber channel Ethernet. Okay, that means it needs a separate switches, many switches. Okay, and each many switches needs to be connecting along with the coaxial cables, and each interface card host bus machines will be used. So to reduce these type of many switches needs to be connecting to connect between the server as well as the storage array, we need to have a network fiber channel Ethernet card. Okay, so how do we do that? That will be done by designing a single fiber channel switches. Instead of fiber channel switches, we develop one switch which is nothing but fiber channel over Ethernet. Okay, we will develop a switch by the name called fiber channel over Ethernet switch, so that we can reduce the connections of Ethernet into a many switches into a single switches, so that it is a merging of things. From these it can be connecting to the many devices. That means these switches which is done, okay, will be connecting to the different infrastructures. It's not directly connecting along with the switches. Even the LAN also can be connecting to the fiber channel over the Ethernet switches directly. So it's not that mandatory you need to use a one more switches like this. So one more switches like this, these fiber channel switches, these fiber channel switches has been made as to connect along with the fiber channel over the Ethernet, and directly we can connect it. So this, through these we can reduce the hardware components of using many number of switches. This is a networks with the fiber channel. This is the infrastructure looks like with the servers. Okay, then what is the advantages? Okay, how do we do this type of merging all the infrastructures into a fiber channel infrastructure? Do it. Okay, how do we do it? That will be done by using a concept called fiber channel adapters. Okay, so we use a components, different types of components, merging components. So by the name called components of fiber channels. What are the components of the fiber channels we are using it? We are using a convergence network adapters. Okay, we are using a convergence network adapters. We are using a network adapter. Okay, these network adapters will be merging it. We will discuss how actually our convergence network functions will be done. So convergence network adapters provides the functionality of integrating the standard network interface card, okay, along with the fiber channel host bus adapters. So it will act like a integrations of both network interface card as well as the fiber channel interface card. So here the host machines will be having a network interface card, okay, and the storage array will be having a host bus machines. We are merging the standard network interface card and the fiber channel host bus machines with the single channels, okay, single switches, which we call it as fiber channel over the Ethernet, and we can reduce of adapting different types of switches. So by this type of different merging of standard interface card along with the fiber channels, we can reduces of using a separate adapters, okay, separate adapters for the individual fiber channel host bus adapters, okay, and for Ethernet communications, those can be reduced, and the number of slots using for connecting between the one devices to the another devices slots also will be less, so that we can connect it to the different types of devices. So how do we do that? So these type of making converging of network adapters by making a addition of network interface card with the fiber host. How do we do that? That will be done by creating an hardware components which will be combined like fiber channel ASCII keyboards, okay, and host network interface card ASCII. So that means we are developing one single chip, and that single chip is called as fiber channel over the Ethernet chip. So by using those adapters, combining those two adapters in a single chips, we can merge all the concepts, okay. Such type of adapter we call, such type of single chip adapting is called as converged network adapters. We are incorporating these type of hardware components in the switches so that it can work for the network interface card as well as the host bus machines. This is one type of components we are using while consolidating our different infrastructures into one infrastructures. The second type of components we are using, to make our fiber channel over the Ethernet other than the convergence network adapters, that means combining, we are developing a single chip which having a network interface card as well as the fiber channel, is nothing but a cabling. So we need to have a special types of cables by using something called copper based twisters, okay. Copper based twisters contains two copper cable wire which is in the form of shielded cases, so that it can transmit the transmission capabilities can be increased over the shorter distance, okay. So it uses the two types of cables. One is a copper based twister, okay, twin twisters, okay. This is two copper based twisters. Otherwise it uses the standard optical fibers, okay. So this is the optical fiber cables, okay. standard optical fibers cables. Okay, these are the two standard cables we are using it. These are one of the components of making the infrastructures, fiber channel infrastructures. The second components of fiber channel infrastructures is switches. How the switches has been developed along with the network converged infrastructures. Okay, the third one is switches. So how the switches has been developed? Okay, the switches has been developed with both combination of Ethernet switches as well as the fiber channel switches functionalities. These switches, which is called as fiber channel over the Ethernet, it is the combination of functionalities of Ethernet switches as well as the fiber channel switches. So how it looks like? It looks like a fiber channel forwarder should having along with it. It looks like this. So it is having something called fiber channel forwarder. Okay, fiber channel forwarders. These fiber channel forwarders with the Ethernet bridge. Okay, Ethernet bridge. So this is the two components are available in the fiber channel switches. So these fiber channel switches, it contains both, and they are interacting to each others. These are connecting if the devices wants to connect along with the fiber channel ports. So these end will be used for fiber channel connections. Okay, we can connect many type of fiber channels ports, fiber channel ports. Similarly, in the Ethernet also, if you want to connect different types of Ethernet, if the devices wants to connect in the Ethernet types of connections, so then it will be connecting with this side. Okay, in this side the Ethernet will be connected. Ethernet port will be connected. This is how actually the switch looks like. So it is a combination of all the functionalities of fiber channel forwarders and as well as the Ethernet bridge. So this is how the fiber channel switch looks like. Okay. So next, and we need to, these are the three components we are using when we are making the hardware components we are using when we are making the fiber channel over the Ethernet by network convergence, cabling as well as the switches are looks like this. Now let us understand how the fiber channel frames are looks like. So now we are to understand how the fiber channel frames looks like while transferring the packets. Okay, fiber channel frame structure. Okay, fiber channel frame structures, how it looks like. So, okay, these fiber channel frames is formed in the form of different types of things. That means, as I was telling, that there will be a Ethernet frame that contains a fiber channel protocols, which is in the form of data frames. So these fiber channel frame structures contain first 48 bits of the frame is used to specify the destination address, as well as next 45 frames is used for the source of the address, source of the MAC address, and these fiber channel will be used, next 16 bits are used for with respect to the Ethernet type. That means Ethernet types. So 16 bits are used, along with 4 bits is used for versions. So another 48 bits of frames is to represent the MAC destination address. Okay, MAC destination. So the another 48 bits in the frame is used for MAC source address. Source address. Next 16 bits of address is used for Ethernet type. Along with the versions. Okay, and another next 100 bytes. And the next 100 bytes is used for 100 bits. Okay, 100 bits is used for some reserve operations. We will discuss how actually that frames look like. Next 8 bits is used for, along with 8 bits is used for starting the frames. Then actually the next bits is used for actual data in the frames which we are using it, fiber channel frames. Okay, so this is how actually it looks like. So now let us discuss how the things looks like. Okay, so we have a frame, fiber channel frame in this fashion. First upper part of 48 bits are the destination MAC address. Okay, it will display the destination MAC address. Okay, so the address. Next, it looks like source MAC address. Source MAC address. Next, it's having a tag which is of 802.1Q. Okay, this tag is used to represent the type of bytes. Okay, and this type of bytes is having been divided into two groups, which is of Ethernet types. As I was telling that there are 16 bits of type. These Ethernet types, neither it may be a fiber channel of Ethernet, and it contains different versions, and it is reserved for extra operations. Okay, if we are required to have any extra needs of data to be added to it, here we are using it there. And it contains a different start of frames along with the end of frames. It's the end of frames. So in these it contains encapsulations of fiber channel frames. Okay, where it contains a encapsulation of fiber channel frames. These are the fiber channel frames. Along with it includes a fiber channel cyclic redundancy check. Okay, and these end of the, here also it contains some reservations. So if you want to add some extra devices, needs to be added for reservations. At the end we have a Ethernet fiber channel. Okay, Ethernet fiber channel fields. Okay, so this is how the frame looks like. Okay, these 802.1.2 supports as a multiple virtual networks across the physical networks. That means if you want to connect our network as a virtually, we use this type of tags for connecting the things. Okay, this is how actually the frames of fiber channels looks like. Okay, so by performing such type of operations like fiber channel frames, so we can reduce the hardware components used in the fiber channels, but there will be a lot of losses occurs. Okay, what loss? Okay, there is a data loss may occurs. Okay, while using a Ethernet infrastructures. To overcome that, we need to have some procedures or some of transmitting the data. Okay, what are the types of procedures? We have a transmitting the frames which with less loss of packets. So is that priority based flow control and enhanced transmission selections like that. So now let us understand how the fiber channel of Ethernet enables the losses, okay, avoiding of losses by using the different types of techniques. Okay, so how do we do that? That will be done through using something called priority based algorithms. Okay, priority based flow control algorithms. Priority based flow control algorithms. What these priority based flow control algorithms will do? So these priority based flow control algorithms will provide a mechanism of connecting a different link level flow controls. Okay, it provides the link level flow controls. What do you mean by flow control mechanisms? So what do you mean by link level flow control mechanisms? So that means mechanisms, that means it will have a 8 separate virtual links. Okay, whenever we are connecting between the server as well as storage devices. So these storage devices contains 8 links like this. Okay, these 8 links are the virtual links. Okay, these are the virtual links. So the data is lost. Okay, whenever we are transferring the data from the server to the host machines over the Ethernet, so it automatically provides 8 virtual links. So if any losses occurs in the one links, so from the other link the data will be transferred. So like that the transmissions control will be done by priority based control. Okay, priority based flow controls. Okay, this type of transmissions is done along with the form of classes of services. Okay, along with the form of classes of services. Whether the services needs a high priority, then we are using a multiple virtual links for transmitting, or else we are transmitting through the normal links itself. Okay, the second type of avoiding the loss occurs in the fiber channel by using a algorithm called enhanced transmission selections. That means we develop a common management frameworks. Okay, so common management frameworks which in turns will assigns the bandwidth for different traffic classes. Okay, for example, if the infrastructure is developed, if the infrastructure is using LAN, or infrastructure is developed by the fiber channel networks. Okay, if the infrastructure is developed through the IP based fiber channel networks, for different infrastructures some management activities will be done. Okay, so that will be done by a algorithm called enhanced transmission selection. Okay, enhanced transmission selections. So what type of enhanced transmission selections will be done? Okay, so how it will be done? So these will be done along with the developing a common management frameworks. Developing a common management frameworks. Okay, so by these management frameworks will identify different traffics, depends upon the infrastructures which is used, whether the infrastructure is being developed along with the LAN or fiber channels or with the internet protocol, like that. So these management frameworks will classify the data and then it will forward. Okay, by this we can avoid the losses occurs in the fiber channels. So these are the few concepts regarding how do we make our storage infrastructure, infrastructures by connecting the fiber channel over the Ethernet. Okay, how do we make our fiber channel needs to be connected to the Ethernet? Today we have come across with different types of methodologies. Okay, that means how Ethernet has been merged with the existing fiber channels, or how our fiber channel is merged with the Ethernet. If you are doing that existing infrastructure is connecting to the Ethernet, we can reduce the hardware components we are using it. If you want to add if you want to merge it, we need to add a different types of components, extra components, consolidating components. So three different components we have learned, starting from how do we merge the infrastructures like fiber channel infrastructure and Ethernet by developing a single chip for the single chip, and it is called as fiber channel of Ethernet, and what are the different types of cabling we have to use it. Along with that, we have understood how our fiber channel frameworks looks like, and each fiber channel framework should contains a different bits which contains source address, destination address, and the connections between the different networks by using a virtual links, by using 802.1q tags like that, and we have to specify which type of Ethernet it is, like we have specified as fiber channel over the Ethernet, and we have defined the version. Along with that, we have encapsulated our existing fiber channel framework with the Ethernet framework with start of frame and end of frame with the reserve bits like that. Whenever we performing that the infrastructure is connecting with the Ethernet to reduces the cost of the infrastructures, there is a loss in the data loss in the infrastructures. To overcome the losses in the infrastructures, we need to we need to adapt some algorithms in the Ethernet card. So one type of algorithm is creating a virtual links to the source and the destinations. Source and the destinations in terms in the server as well as the client, we need to create the virtual links. So that virtual links will be created and it will be data will be transmitted, depends upon the priorities of the data. While we have to identify the different classes of services needed for the transmissions, and then we have to develop, or else we need to the other method of making the losses in the fiber channel is through the enhancing the transmission selections. So by enhancing the transmission selection means we have to develop some common management softwares for all the infrastructures we are using it, whether the infrastructures contains a LAN, whether the infrastructures contains a fiber channels. For every infrastructures, we have to develop a common management infrastructures so that we can follow the rules of transmissions, and we can avoid the loss occurs between the two infrastructures. So these are the few concepts we have come across in this today's class. Next, we are discussing about network attached storage of these topics. That is the last topic. So we have come across different types of infrastructures like connecting the fiber channel and connecting the infrastructures with the IPs, and we call it as a fiber channel IP, and we connecting the infrastructures over the Ethernet like that. These are the different types of infrastructures we are using for connecting between the host machine as well as the storage area networks. So there is one more type of options which is nothing but network attached storage. That means the storage itself has been connecting to the infrastructures by using some software. That means software in the sense that we are using some file sharing concepts, okay, and device sharing concepts through the IP networks. Directly we can attach our file to the server, okay, by using a software called file sharing or storage devices like that. That we will discuss in the next class. Thank you.